All right, everybody, good evening. Good evening. Where is everybody? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Let
Now,
me know. Um, Can you hear me? Hi, Michael. I see you. I see every single one of you. Okay. So we have over 1,000 people registered for this webinar. I am waiting and looking for them because they have to be here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the link and just be sure that everybody gets into this place right now. So if you had asked someone to join or you were supposed to join with your friend, it's a good time to let them know that we are live. Okay. A couple of things I'm going to be saying here, I will not repeat them anywhere in the world. And that is a reward for coming live. So, good evening, everybody. All right. So, we are live. I'm going to drop that link. Join. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Santa. I see you. Michael, thank you so much. I see you. Karen, Hapush Fuman, I see you. Judith, I see all of you. I see you all coming in. Teresa, I see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. I am super excited to be here. One of the prayers I was making yesterday on my flight was let there be no delay. We had a lot of delays, yes, but I wanted to be home to refresh and be able to give you this presentation as I have imagined it in my head and seen it in my mind's eye. So we're not going to waste any time. I don't like to waste time. So whenever people join, they will meet us on the way. Okay? So the flourish, everybody welcome. Now let's get started. This is the six-figure social media manager webinar. All right. So this is the webinar that is very much targeted at social media managers, those who want to become social media managers, those who are social media managers, those who want to scale their social media management skills. All right. So by the end of this webinar, you will leave here very much empowered to command six figures. Okay. So let's get right into it immediately without wasting any further time. Meet your trainer. Who is this beautiful lady talking to you this evening? My name is the Nancy Nwosu. I'm called TNN for short. I'm a digital marketing consultant. I'm a launch strategist for digital products, doing over $35,000 from the launch of an online course, the very first launch with effective content and email marketing strategies. I've trained over, well, at this time, it is now 300 social media managers on the business of social media management itself. I have been a certified content marketing strategist for the past 3 years, and I have trained over 6,000 brands on effective content strategy. I have been featured on Times Square, New York for my expertise, experience, and knowledge, and several other publications. I am the head coach at the Business of Social Media Marketing Training, where we have 300 graduates and have given access to these graduates to over 50 plus jobs and counting. Okay, so this is who you are listening to. This is the voice you're hearing. This is the face you're seeing. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. At the end of this webinar, you will, number one, identify your point of uniqueness. I say this because oftentimes people are not aware that you are the reason why they are struggling online, especially, is because they're trying to be like everybody else. I don't try to be like anybody. I've never tried to be like anybody else. And just by being my authentic self, I have been able to command crazy income from the comfort of my home office. All right. And there's something about this life. When you test the money, when you come into the income that comes from, working from anywhere in the world and just being financially independent, you will struggle to go out into the world. And I say that really with no sense of apologies. There's a place you get to go out to become a task for you. You really would be very picky about where you go and how you go there, because you are already changing your life, the life of your family members and your loved ones, from the comfort of your home office or your maybe a remote work setting that you have, that you use. Okay. So that is something that really you should watch out for. But at the end of this webinar, you will be able to identify your unique points, your points of uniqueness. You would be able to attract high-paying clients. I've done it. I'm still doing it. If I say it is, it is. And you will be able to confidently ask for what you believe you're worth. A lot of people are in jobs they hate. They're working for brands they don't like. They're working with horrible human beings because you really don't know your worth. And sometimes, even when you know, you do not have the confidence to ask for your worth. You do not have the confidence to reach for your worth. So it's a struggle. And I understand that struggle. Okay. So let's get right into it. Now, there's a silver lining here. I'm going to be giving a strategy document for everybody on this call. You really don't have to be a social media manager to use it. This strategy document, you can use it to ask for your salary or pricing upgrade. As a freelancer, you can use it to ask for your pricing upgrade. As a paid employee, you can use it to ask for an increase in your salary once this webinar is over. So I hope you're in the WhatsApp channel. I'm going to go ahead and throw the links in the chat box. So join the channel, because I will be dropping the link to the download link once we are done. Somebody remind me so I don't forget. Please remind me. I've made it ready. I would love that all of you have that. So join the WhatsApp channel so you can receive timely updates on anything we're doing going forward. All right. What do social media managers do? What do social media managers do? If you look at the screen right now, I have carefully articulated what social media managers actually do. Okay? So one, social media managers can create and maintain brand promotions. They handle company information and marketing campaigns for the companies they work for across several social media platforms. They know the best social media metrics to focus on. They know the tools to use. They know how to respond to questions and comments according to the company's voice and publications and guidelines. They build the right engagement for the company. Now, it could be a brand, okay? They work daily to produce new content, constantly innovating to push new ideas and formats while measuring how well these ideas perform. Listen, you're a magician. You create from scratch. You pick these ideas that's off the top of your head and you put them into play. You literally go from the intangible to the tangible. That's who you are. They may report to a social media director in very large organizations or the head of content in, a bit smaller organizations, and they collaborate with creative groups such as marketing and public relations, as well as the sales department, to drive lead generation campaigns that convert into revenue. A key part of the role is to keep up with trends along with company and industry news. I remember one time I was speaking to a group of social media managers. I think they were based out of Babcock. And one of the things I asked them was, how many of you here are servicing real estate brands? And some hands went up. And I asked again, how many of you here are servicing fashion? And hands went up. And I asked two questions. I said, what was the news yesterday about real estate in Babcock? And they didn't know. And I asked, what was the news on fashion? They didn't know. And I asked again, what events are happening within the next 3 months or 6 months in these industries? And they didn't know. So if you're thinking that because you are a manager, all you do is manage pages, then that's why you're paid less, okay? You want to be in charge of the information in the sector. You are a sectorial manager, not just a social media manager. Now, how much do social media managers earn? Can anybody tell me? If you're a social media manager here, or you're thinking off the top of your head, how much do social media managers earn? Please put that in the comments. I will be putting some of them on the screen. But there is something I want to bring to your attention. There are points I want you to note, okay? And I promise you, this is not a long webinar. This is not the webinar where we stay for 10 hours. No, I'm not interested. This webinar, I'm coming here to give you value. In, out, pack, dusted, we move. All right? So how much do social media managers earn? There are 4 points I want you to note here. Number one is that the industry has a very low barrier to entry. Very, very, very low barrier to entry. The barrier to entry here is so low that people with no degree, no experience, no expertise have gone in there and have bastardized it. You do not need a certificate to be a social media manager. Yes, you heard it from me. You do not need to go to school to be a social media manager. You do not need to be of a skin type to be a social media manager. The barrier to entry is on the floor, right? So it's very easy for the market to be flooded. So every nook and cranny you turn, I'm a social media manager, I'm a social media manager, I'm a social media manager, right? But are they really social media managers? Or they just like the idea of social media management? Number two, the industry has a lot of hungry people. If you're here and you have managed 3 pages for 20,000 Naira or $20, you are hungry. And I say that with no apologies. I'm not sorry. I'm not. In the business of social media marketing training, we have heard the worst. People come, oh, so I got this job, and they're really excited about the job. Oh, I got this job. I'm resuming tomorrow. Okay, how much are you being paid? 20,000 to manage 3 pages. I'm like, for what? Explain it to me in plain English. No, calm down. Go back. Retrace. Talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. 20,000 for what? How much is data? But because there are people who have taken that, it is now more difficult for anybody to come and charge higher. Because there's a bastardization by hungry people happening in the industry. It's happening now. It's happening now. So I'm looking in the comments. I want to see how much do social media managers earn? Is there any social media manager here? How much do you earn? I'm in the comments. I want to see that. Please tell me in the comments. Peace Edoche says 200K and so forth. Interesting. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm looking. I'm waiting for those comments to come. $800K at least. Please, this 800K, what currency is that? This is coming from Mano Osharive. Osharive, what currency is that 800K that you've just put there? My highest paying clients, my highest paying job was 70K. Gift is asking a very interesting question. Is the 800K per annum, or are you talking about a monthly fee? Please let us know. I think I should join you guys here. 150K net per month and above. $12,000. Is this $12,000? $500 or 800K Naira per month. Okay, this is coming from Mano. Mano, let me know what country you live in. Please say, did I just see 800K at least? Yes, I saw it with you, my dear. Oh my God, you have no idea. My dear, you have no idea. Listen, the industry has a lot of misconceptions. That's my point number 3. 50K and above. Christopher Jua, I see that comment. Interesting. This industry has a lot of misconceptions. A lot of misconceptions. Hey, Jesus. There are people that believe that social media managers should manage their life. In fact, you have to come to their house and shoot the content. Yes. So it's a lot of misconceptions that have kept both the managers insulted and the brands mistreated. Okay? And that's one thing you want to look out for. Now, the last point is I need all of you to pause and listen to me. Okay. Mano says, I live in Nigeria, but I work on Fiverr and I get foreign clients from there. Beautiful. I like that. Listen, this is a 161.68 billion industry. If you want to take a screenshot, it's fine. I'm giving 200K to manage 3 pages. Very interesting. You are in a $161.68 billion industry if you are a social media manager. Now, the first thing I do, listen, in all the skills I have acquired in my life, I have start skills that are crazy. The things I can do, I don't do all of them, but literally right now, I'll give an example. We were launching the business of social media marketing training. The last time we were launching, my social media guy, my website guy vanished on me. Listen, I went to my WordPress and I did all the edits I needed to do, optimized it, put the ads, and everything was good. I am not the kind of boss you can't keep me stranded. Anything I'm asking you to do, I can do it. The only reason why I'm asking you to do it is because I need to buy time by paying you salary so that I can focus on what brings money. Because that thing you're doing is a system. It is not my sales machine. It is a system that makes things easy for me to drive sales. So why am I saying this? I'm saying that to say this. Every single skill I have stacked in my life, the first thing I do is to go and check the data. So there are some of you here that do not know the data in this industry. That is why today you are doing social media management. Tomorrow you're a makeup artist. Next tomorrow you're tying gele. You are confused. So good news and brand news. You are in a $161.68 billion industry. How much of this would be yours if you just position your brand strategically, intelligently, with acute smartness and focus? Think about that. Okay? Now, what is the global growth rate? See, I'm going to take you, the things I will tell you this night will boggle your mind. So get ready for it. The global social media management market was valued at, and this is from Investopia, so you can go check it out, was valued at $16.23 billion in 2023. That was last year. And is estimated to reach a valuation. Listen, is an industry that can be valued. To reach a valuation of $168.68 billion by 2023 at a compound annual growth by 2032. By 2032 at a compound annual growth rate of 21.9% during the forecast period of 2024 to 2032. Except you're an intern, you should not be taking 50,000 naira to manage a page. I'm sorry. Except you're an intern. You're just coming to learn. You know absolutely nothing. You're just starting. In Nigeria, you should not be taking Listen, I'm not my company hires out social media managers. So I'm also shooting myself in the leg, right? Because I can't tell you to come now and we'll pay you 50K. Kilo shele gogo. No, it won't work. But I want you to know that. So this is the industry you are in. This is where you are at. All right? So pay attention. Now, what does 6 figures look like? Someone has put his own figures here and everybody's going crazy. What does 6 figures actually look like for you? Which currency in the world are you using? This is 6 figures. Unfortunately. 6 zeros is 6 figures. Yes or yes? Tell me in the chats now. Is this not 6 figures? Is 6 figures not figures that are 6? See, don't allow anybody to bamboozle you. Oh, I'm going to put you in an industry that's going to help you earn 6 figures. My brother, what is the figure in front of the 6? Now, when we put 5 here, now you begin to have tangibles to work with. So if I put dollars here, this is $500,000, right? This is $1 million. Say, oh, if you're not an intern, say no, but then hunger. You see what I'm saying? You see the truth? Peace. I like that you're truthful. My sister, you see, I like that you're saying the truth. I love it. I love it a lot. There's hunger in the land. Let's not lie, my sister. Good, Bodo. There is hunger. It's not a joke. So I can understand. What is Nancy saying? TNN said we should not take 50K except I'm an intern. TNN, I never even see 20K buy data. You're saying somebody wants to give me 50K. I should not take it. TNN, me, I'll take that, I'm hungry. It's okay. It's your level and it's fine. Unfortunately, I was never there. I can't relate. Unfortunately, me in this life, see, since when they born me, I get up below eye. You know that picking and say you are greedy. You will never. They will take us that time Christmas to go and buy clothes. You know that time that they went from using broomstick to measure our leg. God, no, people joining. There's some people that are not Nigerians here that are joining us. See, we have casting all of us. Let's do our thing. They will understand later. So, when you're small, they will be measuring your leg to go and buy the shoe and the clothes. And they will buy you all those things and buy you hat and wing one. December 25th, like this, you're coming out, you're looking red, your shoe is shining. And then if you walk, it's going to make sound. Nobody, our parents were very smart. We thought those things were fashion. They were trained so that we will not be kidnapped too. Because how will you kidnap somebody that the shoe is making noise? God. So, see, listen, don't be today. This is my big eye. So when we got to the age where, you're not a teenager, you have choice. So they're no longer measuring your leg because if they buy it, you'll be grumbling, you know where it, you're giving attitude. So they will not carry us. 19th December like this, they'll pack us like this to the market. Oh, yeah, points. Which one? They take us to children's line. Which one do you want? Points. Small children like this. They'll just be taking whatever. They'll show them. See, now this one is fine. Yes, I want that. Me. I'll keep quiet. And I'll just be looking around. I'll even enter. So when everybody is speaking what is outside, now what is outside is normal. I'll go inside the shop and I'll go and pick that one that entered my eye. And unfortunately for my mom or whoever will take me to that market, I never pick cheap things. So when I'll go and bring it and I say, I want this one. Oh, Kakancho. Hey, look at me. So everything here, see, is this one. This one is how much? Madam, this one she picked is not China. This one is Turkey. And Turkey is different. So Turkey is more expensive. No, again, yeah, China. Madam, I ain't going to China now, this one. So we do the back and forth, and eventually you buy it. Now you carry me go market. I said all of that to say something. I cannot relate when you tell me that you are 18 years old and someone is giving you 50,000 to think of content ideas, to task your mind, to go into the intangible part of your brain, look at their brand and bring what has never existed and birth it and put it in a calendar format, and they will pay you 50K for doing that process. I cannot understand it. And I'm not sorry about it. I cannot understand. Explain it to me. Is it that you don't understand the power of your mind? See, time is money. Thinking is work. If they could do it, they should have done it themselves if it was easy to do. Why did they do it themselves? Why? Why are they coming to me to do it? Because they can't. They could. So if someone walks up to me, you go through my page. Let's say I'm a social media manager, or I was still a social media manager. You go through my page, you see my content, you finish listening to me, and you want me to manage your page, and you come and tell me 50K. You are insulting me. Let's start from there. It's an insult. This is for people who have started. This is for people who have started. If you're just starting, your message is different. If you have put in the work in building a brand, you understand the concept of management, and your figures are not in 6. That's why you're here. Okay? So it must not, it is inappropriate, and it is not proper. All right? So let me see what some of you are saying here. Mano says, this biggest social media job I ever got. Hunger was starving me with no clients. I stood out for that price. And I was like, if clients goes, he goes. The clients paid and turned out to be my biggest ever. Now, this is something I've seen really over and over. Some clients will come to me, Nancy, I want you to do ABCD for me. And I say my price. Say, no, we can't do that. The better. I'm like, when they go back and forth on that price, see, there's a way clients will come. And that's how I approach people. I'll come to you right now and say, oh, Michael, I'm launching this event. I want you to be the coordinator. What would it cost? And Michael says, oh, Nancy's going to cost it. I say, oh, Michael, this was what was on my budget too. I'm sorry, I cannot afford you now. Maybe when I can afford you, I will come back. I am that sincere. I don't have energy. And Michael now says, okay, no problem. Nancy, I'll do it. It's a very respectable conversation. And most of the time, Michael would experience that I will turn out to be one of his biggest clients, because once he serves me well, I'm stuck with him. Listen, people are looking for freelancers and paid employees that they can trust with their jobs. They can trust with their brand so that they can drive revenue. Michael says, a couple of weeks ago, someone made a post for a social media man and content creator. I indicated interest, and it happens to be that she was looking for a volunteer that she can give peanuts. If you tell me that, oh, we're looking for an intern, if it's an NGO, if it's a church, we're looking for an intern, please, we have content, come and post it 2 times a week. I can understand. But you don't come and say you're looking for a social media manager and a content creator, and you list out 70 things you want the person to be doing. You're looking for a volunteer. Please be very specific. I don't like what I hate. And then post you on her handles. Announcement, don't pay the bills. This is another strategy that people use that is very funny to me. I will give you publicity. See, as a corporate master of ceremonies, right? I host events for like the premium of the premium, like de la creme. Okay. But in my early days, there were years that I was taking 100,000 per event. And most of the times, people will tell me things like, oh, don't worry, if you do this event for me and you do it very well, I'm going to talk about you on my page. This one, I fell for it. You see this is on the screen. Me. Yes, me. I fell for it. You know why? Because you will calculate the number of followers. You will look at how the person packages. You look at their clothes. Look at the people that are following them. Look at the people that are coming to that event. You're like, bad as he bad. But my driving force was not the promise. I'm a very strategic person, my dear. My driving force was my performance. Because by the time you see my delivery on that stage, before I finish that event, my next 4 clients, they're in the audience and they've taken my number. not a joke. So this is a tool. Now, if you're starting, I want to talk to you. If you're just starting, this is how you build portfolio, because a lot of people will not work with you without a portfolio. Before, we'll say, send your CV. Now, I'm not interested in your CV. Like, we just put it in there because I know my HR wants to see CV. But your portfolio is what I want to see. What have you done? Who have you done it for? I am very, very interested in your portfolio. So if you're just starting, one major way to build a portfolio is take the job, take the money, work as an intern, build your portfolio. Now pay attention. If you're building your portfolio, if you're taking a job because you want to build your portfolio and the brand is not giving you content, abandon them. I tell you this with my full chest. If you stay with a brand that is not giving you content to work with, if you stay with them for 1 year and there is no content and there is no amplification and there is nothing to show, by 1 year, you are better off. Yeah, the people that started 2 months before, after 2 months, just at the end of that 1 year, are better than you. Why? They can show. There's proof. What pages have you worked on before? You put the links, we go there, we see it. What designs have you done before? You put your carousels, you put your slides, you put your single pictures, we open it to see it. If a brand is not ready to do shameless and audacious marketing and they are paying you peanuts, listen, you are taking, number one, you're being undercharged. Number two, you're not even getting reward and return on your investments, which is your time, your energy, your excellence, your delivery, and your packaging and presentation of that brand online. So the wickedness they are doing to you is that they have identified that you don't have the guts to ask your worth. But furthermore, instead of helping you out, they are also ensuring that you never break out of the box. So whichever time another client finds you, there is nothing tangible that they have given you to present to command another level of income. It is wickedness to you. You don't get it yet. Every time I'm sending my boss message to give me content, the woman refuses to give me content. What do you mean? It is wickedness to you, not to the brand. Because at the end of 3 months, you are back to square one. Oh, I worked with this brand. What did you do for them? Nothing. But they kept you there. They were paying you 50,000 every month. What did you deliver to them? Nothing. Watch it. This comment says, a company wanted to hire me to work with their content team, and my charge was 250K. They got angry and said they are paying 20K. I got angry. I thought I'm not the right person for it. 20K. Hi, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. It's well. It's really well. So I don't know what 6 figures would mean for you. And if you're coming to the business of social media marketing, there's a full class, I think it's a 2 days class on setting up on Fiverr, marketing on Fiverr, onboarding clients on Fiverr, optimizing your Fiverr for international clients. So if you're coming to the training, trust that you have access to that. Marvel here says he makes 800K on Fiverr every month, and everybody went gaga. Where's that content? Where's that comment? Yeah. So this was when I was asking, how much do you make from social media management? And he said 800K at least. Okay, so you want to understand that he does not only earn in Naira. If you're on Fiverr, you don't just only earn in Naira, you earn in global currencies. But it's not just about earning in global currencies. If they want to pay you in global currencies, how exactly are you going to receive the global currency? You get option? Okay. We'll get there. Michael says, I am coming to Boss MMO. Yes, Michael was the very first person to pay for this cohort. He doesn't want to hear gist. We cannot wait to have you guys. Okay, so I'll talk about Boss MM much later. Let's continue going. Yesterday, something happened in Nigeria. Did anybody see this news? The news on the screen? Anybody? Please tell me in the chat. Did anybody see this news? Yes, beautiful. What does this mean for social media managers? Now, the minimum wage before now was 33,000. When I was doing my NYC, the minimum wage was 19,800. There were people who were working in federal parastatals at the time that were paid 19,800. Yes, unfortunately. And then it went on to 33,000. And from 33,000, it is now 70,000. Listen, let me tell you what you need. The first thing you should expect, number one, is that inflation is coming. That's number one. Number two, taxes are going to get more expensive in Nigeria. So remember when they increase VAT, please expect that will soon come. You heard it here first. Even if it's not going to be the value-added taxes, other forms of taxes are going to come. Now, if you're very conversant with your government, you would know the history of the current president when he was in other positions of power before he got to the presidency. He's a tax collector. He's a tax man. So expect that will happen. All right? And inflation is on the rise, and it's a global inflation thingy. It's not just a Nigerian thing. Anywhere you turn in the world, any continent, any country, everybody's battling inflation. Okay? Now, I like this comment a lot. I love it a lot. Listen, 70K minimum wage means more inflation loading. 10 years ago, 19,500 was much more worth than 100K today. Yes, maybe not worth more, but the things that 19,500 could buy 10 years ago, it cannot buy half of it this year. And that is inflation. That's what it does. Okay? Now, what does this mean for you as a social media manager? This means that the minimum amount anybody should pay you is 70,000. If you have already started. The minimum amount any government office should pay you is what? 70,000. The minimum amount anybody should pay you is 70,000. If they cannot pay you 70,000, you should not be working there. By law, your country has signed into law that the minimum amount for skilled workers is 70,000. So if you go and collect 20,000, number one is you're perishing because you lack knowledge. So you are here now, so you will not lack knowledge. Now, I'm going to talk about delivery because it's good to balance things up, right? If you're working with a brand and the only thing you do for them is you are not doing the thinking for the brand, you're not doing anything. You're basically just, they give you post, you add the caption, you do your comments, you move on. You want to also be realistic in terms of your suite of offerings, right? So I want to always put checks and balances. So you don't go and say, oh, Nancy said, without understanding your unique position and your unique situation. No two situations are the same. So checks, balances. I want to put it there right now. Okay. How much are social media managers paid according to countries? Now, what I have on my screen right now is minimum wage, hourly rates, and skilled charging. Minimum wage, hourly rates, and skilled charging. I started with Nigeria because a lot of people here are Nigerians living in Nigeria. I also know that I have a lot of people coming in from the United States and the United Kingdom. Other continents of the world can easily change into the pound sterling or into the United States dollars, okay? In Nigeria right now, judging from the minimum wage announcement, you can earn anywhere between 70 to 150,000 naira as a social media manager monthly. Let's say you take on a monthly role, right? So if you're going to earn 70,000, that means in a year you're earning 840,000 naira. If you're earning 150,000, that means in a year you're earning 1.8 million naira. Then we take it to the United States. Unfortunately, if you're not in any of these states, if you're not earning in any of these states, or in any of these countries, rather, you cannot earn per hour in Nigeria. Working for Nigerians. You can be a Nigerian living in Nigeria, working for international companies. You can charge them because in their countries, they can charge per hour. They understand per hour charges. In Nigeria, if you charge per hour, you do yourself a disservice. Except it's for consultation. That's why when you want to see a doctor, they will ask you, okay, the consultation fee is this amount. You cannot go into that consultation fee and stay for more than 1 hour. Somebody will knock and you come aside. Right? So understand what works in different countries. If you're trying to japa, if you're going to school, if you're getting married, you're relocating, I want to open your mind. Because sometimes when people are leaving their countries, their continents, they always feel like, oh, my life is gone. Your life is not gone if you have social media skills. If you have digital marketing skills, you are a global asset. You can work from anywhere in the world. Okay? Now, in the United States, weekly you can make $98. That's about $100. How much is $100 in Naira now? Somebody do the math. 100 times 1.5. That's 150,000. So what some of you will make in a month in Nigeria, somebody will make in a week, earning US dollars. Hey, my sister, that your Japa plan, you go and revisit her. Oh, it is 1625 now. Hydra Santa says it's 1625, not 15. Interesting. Wow. Wow. So monthly, the person in the United States is making $2,240 annually. She sold dollars today. Okay, we have people that are buying and selling dollars. Hydra says, I sold dollars today is 1625. So do the maths. Then we have the United Kingdom with a minimum wage of 15.11 pounds and hourly rates. May it not get to 2K. That is the inflation we're talking about, biting us in the ass. Now, if you're in the United Kingdom, you can make 2,296 pounds every month. Calculate that in Naira. The last time I checked, the pounds was 19. Is it still 19? Somebody give me these figures. I want them. I really want them. So, monthly, you're going to be, I didn't put the annual fees here because I wanted us to do it together. So monthly with the US, you're going to be earning $2,240. Please calculate $2,240 times 12. What would that give us? Times 12. Somebody give me that. $2,240 times 12. What would that give us? My mathematicians, give me that figure. What? Jennifer says it's now 2,000 to 1 pound. 2,000 naira to 1 pound. Okay, interesting. So in a year, you are going to make 22,880 pounds as a social media manager in the UK. Okay, quickly. What is 22,880 pounds in Naira? Somebody do the math. It is 22,880 times 2,000. What is that number? Give it to me. Fast. Let's run. That's the last math I want to do now. Let's run. See, some people will drop off at this point because their head cannot carry it. They don't understand what I'm saying. What do you mean by, what exactly are you talking about? What are you saying, Nancy? What? Explain it. Give me this figure in Naira. I want to put it on the screen right now. 22,880 times 2,000. That is the math I'm looking for. Give me that answer immediately, please. I want you to look at it in Naira. Oh, we have it. 45,760,000 Naira every year. This is what a social media manager in the United Kingdom can make every single year. In case you doubt it, there's another math from Sunday, and you can see that on the screen. Okay, in case maybe Sunday was wrong, Chika's calculator happens to be giving us the same thing. I don't want you to limit yourself to Nigeria. And this is why for Boss MM Cohort 4, we're going to spend time giving them access to a job pool. We'll put all of you in a job pool, and we're going to bring international job opportunities for you to apply to. Okay? Okay, something is happening. Tessie Messi says the annual pay in a year for UK is really not a lot. I would think they would earn more. There are Nigerians here that are screaming 45 million. Okay. Favor says I've just been laughing. Meanwhile, Tessie is saying it's really not a lot. I'm thinking that they should have earned more. I want you to understand what's happening here. Realities are different. Someone else is saying that they should earn more. Another person is laughing because this figure people are calling me sounding like dream. And it's okay. It's fine. But wherever you are, I want you to know that there is more. So don't think that because this is what you earn in your country, that when people post online and say I'm a social media manager, that is what they are earning. Especially as Nigerians living in these other countries, when you send this money back home, it's big money. Let's go. See, what makes you a six-figure social media manager? This is where I want to. Yes, we've seen the figures, we've been there, we've seen it all. Let's get into the meat of the matter. What makes you a social media manager who can command six figures? The very first thing I want you to understand is, for you to command six figures, you must understand marketing as a core subject. Every form of digital marketing stems from marketing as a core subject. Let's cross-check. Various niches in digital marketing, right? These are things you can do as a digital marketer. So when people say I'm a digital marketing consultant, if you look well, you will see our core focus. My core focus can be social media marketing, content marketing, email marketing. Another person's can be SEO, websites, conversion optimization, pay-per-click, all of that. But everything you're seeing here is what? This is social media marketing. SEO is optimization, search engine optimization to drive what? Marketing. Copywriting and content what? Marketing. Email what? Marketing. Affiliate what? Marketing. Influencer what? Marketing. Pay-per-click is for what? So every single part of digital marketing, all the branches, social media is just one. So if you pick social media marketing, under which you find management as your skill, you must first understand that it is a branch of marketing. So the first thing you need to know is how to be a marketer. Because if you don't know how to be a marketer, you will not know the right hooks to use. If you don't know how to be a marketer, you will not know how to create compelling content. Listen, I'm not talking about the packaging of the content yet. I am talking about the ideation of the content and the presentation of the content. If you doubt me, go and look for me on Instagram. My handle is at the Nancy Wosu. I made a post a few days ago where I said let me find that post. Give me 1 minute. I'm right here. I said, dear social media manager, everyone is not your client. You need a job. I get it. But every job is not your job. Every job is not a good job. And everyone is not your client. Here are 4 signs that can tell if someone is your client or not. I am a solid marketer. I will sell to you without selling to you, and you will buy. And if you follow me long enough, you will learn it and you start doing it. Marketing is an art and a skill. It can be learned. So you must understand marketing. Number 2, you must understand your unfair advantage. If we have 70 social media managers applying for a job, one job, what would make your application stand out? What are your special skill sets? What do you love doing? What are you very knowledgeable about? What can you do even if you were not paid a dime? These things are your winning urge. This is how you win. This is how you stand out. So find clients that are in those niches of these 4 questions I just asked you. Let me give you a solid example. A client came to us. She runs a hair production factory in China, and she wanted to hire a social media manager. Now, one of the specifications we are looking for was a social media manager that already understands hair. You're crazy about hair. The girl we eventually picked, funny story, all she does on TikTok is style her natural hair, lay her ages, do makeup, talk about hair products, and she's been doing it for free. But she came to the business of social media marketing training. So we're always going to ask you, what other skills do you have? Because sometimes when you are not in the room, it is your unfair advantage that gives you an edge. Another time that a forest company came to hire from us, and sometimes we even ask you, what are your hobbies? There was this guy that said, I can spend all day, what do you guys do? Monitoring lines, or what? Monitoring what? Monitoring the market. There's something you guys call it in Forex. I'm not in that industry. I don't understand it a lot. I just know about it a bit, right? But it was a hobby that he put in our job pool. So when we saw that, we just put the keyword Forex and he popped up. Okay, who is this person? I found his name, sent him a mail. He replied. He came on the interview. He blew the client away. Client says, this is my guy. He's got a job for the past 3 months. So you want to think in those lines. What are your special skill sets? Just because they say social media management, all you have gone to learn is how to manage social media. You are in competition with thousands of people. There are people who have come to launch digital products with me because of my consistency with my content. There are people who have come to launch digital products with me because of the way I break down things. And my name is Madam Simplify It. If you enter my class, I pick things one after the other and I break it down. I answer your questions. Like, I open your brain and put it inside. That's how I teach. Thank you, monitoring trends. Now, one of the key things you want to understand about this skill of monitoring trends, if you have spent time monitoring trends with any skill, with any tool, with any job you're doing, in social media marketing, in social media management, you are a candidate of choice. Why? Because you can do competitor analysis. You can find out where the market is going very fast. You can look at a climate and say, okay, this is what happened last week. This is what happened this week. I forecast that in the next 3 weeks, this is what is going to be happening. We are looking for people like you. So what other skills do you have apart from that certificate you're holding in your hand right now? If you have any. All right. Okay, someone says bring back the last slide. Okay, we're gonna move. You understand money maths. Listen, sometimes your $3,000 will not come from one client. So you're going to sit down and ask yourself, I want to make 1 million naira every month from social media marketing. How many clients do I need to achieve this with my skill set, with my personal development process, with my network, with my marketing? How many clients can give me 1 million? Okay, I can actually get 2 clients that will pay me 500K. So I'm going to charge 2 clients 500K, and at the end of the month, I'll make 1 million naira. Sorted. For another person on the same with the same skill, when you look at your own reality, you're going to say, okay, I can get 4 people to pay me 250,000 every month, and at the end of every month, I'll have 1 million. That is your 1 million naira plan. For someone else, you're going to say, okay, I'm not here yet, so I'm going to get 6 people. Is it 6 now? I'm going to get 5 people to pay me 200K every month. And by the end of the month, you have your 1 million. So you have to be looking at number one, your capacity, number two, your competence. Now we're going to have a different conversations for those who want to run this as an agency, which is what I do. That's a very different conversation. But I want you to understand your money mathematics. And I don't advise anybody to work with more than 3 brands. If for men, if you're a social media manager and you're a man, please work with only 2. Men are not so great at multitasking, right? Any man you see that is doing multitasking, you need to be clapping for him. They're not wired to multitask a lot. Okay. So don't do more than 3 clients. Divide that money goal you have when you set your money goal for the month. That money goal divided by the number of clients that you can comfortably handle, and find the clients that can pay you that amount. All right. Now, you can use and interpret analytics tools. One key thing we are doing with Boss MM this year is that we're ensuring that everybody that comes to Boss MM understands how to use social media marketing analytics tools. So you necessarily do not have to, it's not just about the analytics that the platform gives you. There are other tools where you can cross-post and monitor your analysis. You have everything in one place. So it's very easy to do the comparison and the mathematics. Very, very easy to do. All right. Why am I getting everybody to learn interpretation of analytics? This is the strategic defense for the amount you're being paid. You need to have an understanding of the return on investment. And when I say return on investments, it's not just the ads they are running, but the money you are being paid, whether it's a salary as a freelancer. You need to understand how that translates into return on investment for the brand or the client you're working for, so that you can make your case, so that you can present it to that same employer in a way that solidifies their need for the results you bring. You don't want to be the manager that, oh, this month they want to get a new person. Last month you didn't do well. Every month, when it's time to pay salary, they will first of all bombard you, they will finish you, they will still pay. No, you don't want that. You want to be that manager that people are excited to pay because you are bringing them results. My next point. Yeah. Listen, this is just, I have 2 more things to say to you. You drive sales in the business. Sales is not your job. But you must understand how to take leads from being cold to warm, and from being warm to hot. You must know how to ensure that every sales conversion is converted. You must see, no inquiry goes cold on your watch. It has to be you. I have worked with managers that when I enter the DM and I see what they are doing with my products and the products of our clients, I am impressed. So listen, sometimes when I work with people, I watch out for these things. I don't say a word. I'm always hammering that, oh, this DM, why am I responding to DMs when you're here? person is not talking to me. How do you think we're making the money? Or how do you think the money will be made to pay you? If you don't care about the business, it shows. It shows. You must become that person that there is no sales inquiry that does not convert to delivery on your watch. As long as it is me that is in that DM, you send a message, you must buy. It must be you. So that is you doing what? Driving sales. It does not mean that you are in the sales department. It means that even in my department, I drive sales. So sales are doing their own thing. Ads are going, oh, it's fine. But me, I drive sales because I'm here. And this is one powerful tool that empowers you to ask for a salary raise or a salary review. All right? Now, the last thing I want to bring to your attention is that there is a looming gap for sound thought leadership in your niche. And when I say niche, I don't mean become, you can, if you want to, talk about social media management generally. But you can pick an industry or a part of social media management and be known for that. Listen, right now, I have been called into different quarters. I've been put on several conferences, several places to speak because I have just navigated my way and become the unconscious expert in pricing and selling when it comes to digital social media marketing. Like, people call me and I'm like, okay, what topic am I? Nancy, come and talk to us about how to sell. I'm not in sales. Or I used to say, I'm not in sales. And how did that happen? I started sharing my journey. I was very averse to money. I did not have the audacity to charge my worth. People used me over and over. In fact, one woman used me but she called me, she sat me and she said, Nancy, the way you're going, you will not make money in this life. You allow me to use you. You will come and say, I'll give you money. When you're going, I'll just give you anything you collect, you keep quiet. The way you're going, you don't make money in this life. You need to learn how to charge. Charge even me. She was talking to me. She was telling me after she has finished with that was about 6 years ago or so. I'm sharing this for you to know that I did not fall from a tree. So you must establish thought leadership in your niche. You have to become the voice. You have to become the voice in your niche, the voice of reason, the voice of change, the voice of solutions, the voice with the latest developments. Establish yourself as the go-to expert. All right? Establish yourself. There are people that you know online. Once there's a negative news, it will come on their page. True or false? Now their news with the first year. They are not bloggers, so that's the funny part. They don't own a blog. That should not be you. Listen, that thing will bring you comments. You see that negative reporting you're doing that nobody's paying you to do. To bring you comments, to bring you likes, to bring you engagements, it will not bring you money. That is why a lot of them, they have numbers, but they are broke. In real life, they don't have money. That's why every 2 Eke Market day, you will see them. They will promote Slimming Tea. Please, if you sell Slimming Tea, I'm not attacking your business. They don't have money. They are broke. And guess what? It's hard. Hey, every morning, every week, you come to my page, you read amazing thing, you learn something new, you get my emails, it's something new, it's something refreshing, it's something you can use, and you have results in your life. You think it's easy? If easy, do them. But guess what is easy? Hey, come and see. This person has been in prison for spraying naira. They put it on their page. It's easy. It's negativity. It will have comments. People will drag each other. But when people have problem in that niche, will they come to you? No. They don't even trust your mind. This is how we say only gossip is a bit do. How you want to help me? Don't be that person. Choose to go. It's harder. This is what I'm telling you is hard. It's harder. Listen, Bamidele and Santa will go and open an Instagram page together today. And Bamidele will just go with thought leadership, valuable content. Meanwhile, Santa is posting viral things as he do hot, dropping it straight. You're going to watch Bamidele crawl to get to 100 followers. Santa, one post now mistakenly goes viral. In 1 week, 3,000 followers. Bamidele is still crawling to 300. It's hard though. Don't say I did not tell you. Yes, Lady Benny, it is hard, but it's doable. I have done it. Now I command 50,000, an audience of 50,000. And sometimes people say it's small. Listen, can I shock you? You that have 100 followers and you say, my followers are not enough. That's why I'm not getting gigs. Do you realize that you only need, some of us here, you only need 4 clients every month to make 1 million naira monthly. And you have 100 of them. So out of that, your 100, you just need to find the 4 that will be paying you 250, 250, 250, 250. That's 1 million. For some of you here, you just need to find the 2 that will pay you 500K. Do you even realize that as a service provider, especially as a social media marketer, do you realize that you cannot serve 20,000 people? What's 20,000? You cannot even serve 2,000. So why are you focused on the numbers of followers? Why are you not focused on the quality of followers? What is your problem? Do you know the number of people that will follow me every day? Minimum 300 people will follow me every single day. I am happy. Why? Because my brand is getting so amplified that I'm beginning to repel people that don't have any business with me. I am excited that you are following me. Go. Let the people that work with me come. Because that number there is confusing my life. How can there be 25,000 of you and over 1,000 registered for this webinar? And how many have shown up since we started? Not up to 100 yet. So do what? Go. Is it hard? It is. Is it beautiful when you do it? Absolutely rewarding. All right. Now, if you're struggling to start establishing thought leadership in your industry, there's a very simple strategy I want to give to you, and I call it the COS strategy. I've used it over and over, and it works. Number 1 is use case studies. Okay. I've been very heavy on Boss MM. We stopped some of our case studies, but if you go down my page, if you go to my highlights, you're going to see case studies. I do a lot of case studies. Use case studies. Number 2, observe. Market by observation. Observe your industry. Observe the niche. Observe the market. Observe what's happening in the political climate. Observe what's happening in the economy. Observe. Number 3, storytelling. Tell stories. Tell stories. So the COS strategy, if you didn't get anything else, don't forget it. Oh, I just finished a course on social media marketing. Oh, I'm in Boss MM right now. I'm in the business of social media marketing training. Today we learned this. Tomorrow we learned this. Guys, I just created my first content calendar. I just did this. Talk. Tell us. Create a story around it. If anybody here knows Choma Ifanyeze on Facebook, that woman has built a solid brand. I started following her 7 years ago. She has built a solid brand on social media, and she did that with storytelling. She's somebody that I know closely. I can't tell you the number of times she has sat me down to look at my processes and the things I do to say, Nancy, why are you not telling these stories? Tell stories. There are people that... I'll give you a very solid example. There was a time I was marketing my lunches, and I told a story of a lunch I had that failed. How that lunch didn't go well. That video, I did not promote it. That video, A lot of people came to my discovery sessions because of that video. Negative story, for that matter, not even positive. So how did you find me? Oh, I came from the video where you were talking about the launch that failed and the lessons you took from that actually showed me a lot. So you finished watching video. I spoke about how the launch failed, spoke about my lessons, spoke about what we did later. You went and paid 200K to come to my consultations and they say yes. I say, wow, tell me about it. Wonderful. It wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three people. Tell stories. There's a video I made a few weeks ago where I was talking about, oh, I used to have a pricing problem. Do you know how many speaking engagements I've gotten because of that video? Am I saying, come and tell us your family problem, bring all the black pants in your house and come and wash it in public? No. Take us through a hero's journey. Go from grass to grace. I was blind, now I can see. Don't tell us you are blind, you're begging, you're still blind. That's not the kind of story I'm asking you to tell. So tell stories that shine the light on your capacity, on your skill, on your ability, on your work, on your portfolio, on your CV, on your knowledge, on the courses you're paying for, on the programs you're attending. Tell us those stories, okay? Tell us those stories. All right. This point, you can say I'd not add too much to it, but simple, you understand legal English. If you don't understand legal English, my dear, go and meet your friends that are law students in final year. Go and meet your friend that is a lawyer that is doing NYSC, because there are contracts you will sign as a social media manager, as a social media marketer, that will end your life. I said it to you today. To end your life, to end your career, to shut your mouth, it will chain you, become, listen, pay attention. Pay attention. You read that contract, it sounds like normal English. You hit that toe, therefore shall, all those that are law English. You finish reading it, it's sounding off. Go and meet a lawyer, because there are clauses within contracts that would negatively change your life. I cannot tell you the number of times that contracts have beat me in the ass. Now I have a lawyer. You may not be able to afford that yet, okay? So get your friends who are lawyers. If you can, talk to startup lawyers, marketing lawyers. They look at those contracts for you for a fee so that you don't get into any trouble. There was this time I was signing this contract with a brand. The contract was for about 6 million. And that was the second brand that was using in perpetuity. So apparently I was going to work for their company on that project in perpetuity. Oh, God, I beg. In perpetuity is that I'm going to work with them at that fee forever. That's the meaning. English, it sounds nice. You just read and pass. No. There are things that you need to know. Okay? I'm not about to get into law here, but I just want you to know that wicked people exist and they're everywhere. So watch your back. All right? Lastly, you understand the business of social media marketing. There is the skill of social media management. A lot of people have it. Schools are teaching it right now. It's very accessible to learn. Go on Coursera is there. Go on Udemy is there. Go on EDX is there. Go on Facebook is there. Everybody is teaching it. But there is the business of social media marketing. And this one is not general knowledge, because not a lot of people will teach you the skill and teach you the business. They will separate it so they will make more money, right? Or they will offer it to a different category of people, or they don't even know it to teach it, okay? And this is something that I'm very proud to be pioneering right now in Africa, out of Nigeria to the rest of the world. Please help me check if this website is working. It is www.businessofsocialmedia.org. Check if it's working. I'm putting this in the chat. Check if it's working. Anybody? Social media. Please check if that website is working. I want to be sure. Is it working? Can you see it? Give me a yes. Let me be sure. I'm waiting for you guys. Has anybody opened it? Okay. Romano says yes. Interesting. Okay, nice. Now, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to teach you social media management from scratch. But most importantly, we're trying to also teach you. And Sunday Ekpa was one of them, one of our students before. Michael has already paid for this cohort. What we're trying to do is to teach you social media management and social media marketing in one training. So in 3 weeks, you're going to learn social media management from scratch. You're going to learn content strategy. You're going to learn how to run ads on Meta. You're going to learn how to set up on Upwork. You're going to learn LinkedIn setup and optimization. And we have an amazing coach for LinkedIn management, and she's coming. I think this cohort will bring her to come and talk to you guys. She's an amazing Jesus. She literally transformed my LinkedIn. Like, this girl is not just now. It was me that went to her and said, "What do you mean you don't teach LinkedIn? Are you okay? What are you saying?" Because she is so good and she's so sound. Okay. So it is the school you come to and you get an understanding of social media management and marketing. So we don't just teach you management for you to go and become a manager. No. At the end of the training, you will choose what you want to be. Do you want to be a marketer? Do you want to be a content strategist? Do you want to set up on LinkedIn? Do you want to manage LinkedIn for other people? Whatever it is you want to do, all right? And today, for the first time, I want to announce privately that we are going to be adding a bit of brand storytelling to this, magnetic storytelling audaciously. And I am proud and super excited to be having Salem King as a member of faculty to teach that. So if he's someone you've always wanted to learn from, best believe he's coming and he's coming live. He's not doing a recorded session. So we're going to have that time with Salem to have that conversation. So on here, we have Fee taking paid ads. We have the LinkedIn coach. I'm not going to call her name. We have Tobenato taking the marketing. We have Samuel Jibowu taking the LinkedIn, the Fiverr. He's been on Fiverr for a couple of years. One of his mentees that was 16 years old had made 600,000 naira in a month from Fiverr as at the time we started talking. So I had to reach out to him. I said, yo, you have to come and teach my community this thing. If a 16-year-old boy could make 600K from Fiverr, I want that person to come teach my community, okay? So if you're joining us, it's a good day to join on time. Listen, join on time. Join on time. And for this cohort, if you are in Lagos, in August, we are having, oh my God, I feel like the other cohorts are going to be feeling bad. We're having a physical Bosom Town Hall sometime in August. We're going to announce that, and I'm going to be there. I'm coming in all the way in. We are going to be here. We're going to be together. All right. So go. I need to know who is coming. I need to know who is coming. Oh my God. Michael. Okay, these responses are cracking me up. Okay, guys. So, yes, this cohort is that cohort. Okay, if you're a previous student and you want to come, you have a discount. Already know that. Okay, you have a discount. Old students pay 35,000 naira. Current students, if you're a new student, you're paying 50,000 naira. All right. And after that, we're going to create an avenue when everybody will get access to apply to paid employment. We do that with Nanius Media. Okay. So off the top of my head, I think it's important to mention this because we notice it's a challenge. A lot of people come to the training and they don't know how to build their portfolio. They don't know how to put their CVs together. Don't worry, we have already done that for you. So when you come in, there's a training, you will see templates, see, is loaded, is loaded. No, it's not going to clash with Raymond's event because Raymond is my friend, okay? And I'm hoping that I will also be at Raymond's event. I'm hoping that I'll be at Fee's event, Fee Steven, if you're going to be there. I'm hoping to be at Joseph Etim's event. I have a lot of events I'm going to be at, all right? But first things first, we are going to be online, all right? So that should be our week 2 of the training because the training will start on August 4th. It's going to end on August 24th, okay? So I'm going to be right in Lagos with you guys, somewhere in between. Well, when you pay now, you get access to the Telegram community and you get access to Boss MM town halls. Town halls will resume next week. So with the town halls, we have different coaches coming to teach and talk to students on different topics even before the training starts. So if you're a previous student and you've not been to the town hall meetings, you're missing a lot. Please start coming to town halls, okay? I think the next town hall we are going to have, I'm going to be bringing someone to teach you how to position for international internships, okay? I'm going to get that person in the room to teach us that. So if you are coming, let me know. Is anybody coming? Let me even check the comments. I'm just talking to them. Okay. Is anybody coming? Is anybody coming? I'm looking at the comments. Tell me, is anybody coming? Is anybody coming? Is anybody coming? Anybody? Who is? Oh, somebody just paid. Who is a defunct? A defunct just paid, and she's not. I've not seen that name here. Someone just paid, actually. Okay, interesting. I like you people. Okay, I'm looking at my phone. New Geek says yes, I'm coming. Okay, I'm excited that you are coming, and I cannot wait to host you. I cannot wait to see you. I'm super excited. So everybody, I'll just throw the payment links in the chats. So in case that will make it easy for you. Why are people sending me DMs? Don't send me DMs now. I just made an announcement. Cohort 3, no. Cohort 3 is not like that. Not doing people batting. Cohort 3 people are sending me messages. Coach, you did us bad. I'm not doing people batting, I promise. Okay, so that's the link in the comments in case you're coming. That's the link. That's the direct link. Yes, there is 100% virtual. The class is not physical. Boss MM is an online training, okay? It's a 3 weeks online training where you learn social media management, social media marketing. You practically learn the skills, the social media marketing skills, and how to make money from them as a paid employee or a freelancer, okay? It's 101% virtual. It's not physical. It's not a physical class. It's an online thing. Now we have recorded classes and we have live sessions. So there are sessions that every evening at, I think, 7 p.m. you join and we go through all of that. And then you get opportunities to ask questions. So you watch the module in the morning, something was not clear, there's something you want clarity on. In the evening, you can ask that question and have it answered. Okay. So that's what happens within that timing. And that goes on for 3 weeks. Now, if you miss the live sessions are recorded in case you are not going to be there. So whenever you come back, you continue from where we stopped. All right. And also the Q&As are recorded. So there might be a question you've had, but we answered it because somebody else asked it. So it's a seamless experience. We're not bringing you to a physical class. We're not teaching you what to do physically. We're teaching you how to manage brands and portfolios globally, from the comfort of your home office. All right. So yes, it's online. Okay. It's online. I just put a Paystack link in the chats. So you can go to that link if you want to pay directly. I think another person has just paid because I just got another notification. Yes, somebody else has just paid. So a deal fund has just paid. Emmanuel Chinatoka has just also paid right now. Emmanuel, I see you. Congratulations. Welcome to cohort 4. It takes you automatically to the group as well. So if you're coming to cohort 4, congratulations. I'm super excited to have you all in here with me. Okay. So without further ado, I like to take your questions. If you have questions, please ask me. If you have questions, please ask me. Okay. Ask me. In the past, we've Bossomem has recorded how many students now? 300 students in total. Out of the 300 students, about 50 of them have jobs. We've referred or we've given them out through the Nanios Media Agency. So one thing, and then another thing that I'm also very careful about is recommending for internship opportunities. So if you're a newbie and you're joining us, please know that you have to do very well. And once you do very well, we are going, yes, favor, there is virtual access. If you do very well, we're going to be recommending you for paid internships, okay? So you're going to go intern somewhere and you get paid. I'm going to have a discussion with the brand manager at Nanios Media on the things we are cooking up for you guys, okay? So if you're a newbie, you're just getting into social media management for the first time, or you really just heard me speak and you're interested, get into Bossomem. What will you lose? Bad as bad. Your first job will give you back your registration money. Actually. Right? And that's about it. Favor says, please, will there be virtual access? Yes, Favor. There will be virtual access. Okay? There will be virtual access. Okay. New Geek is my guy. Good to see him here and to know that he just paid. Okay. We are doing brotherhoods here. All right. So it's guys are winning now. All right, guys. I'm super excited to welcome all of you to cohort 4. See you guys in there. All right. Any further questions? I've answered all these questions, I believe. Do we have more questions? Let me check. Let's be sure. Do we have more questions? Okay, we don't have more questions. Okay, everybody. All right, so welcome to cohort 4. If you're an old student, a returning student, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll give you the account number and you pay directly. For old students, it's 35,000. It's not 50. Any graphic design plug? Sunday Usman, I would not know. I have graphic designers who work with us at Nanios Media, but I don't think they teach graphic design, all right? And I do not teach graphic design. I am not all things to all men, all right? I hope you find someone who's going to help you out with that. Okay, Faye Michael says, is there going to be virtual classes? Yes, there will be. If you're not in Lagos, I don't know where you are, Sha, but it's fine. I understand. I'll see you guys in Lagos. Okay, so there's going to be me. There's going to be Salem. There's going to be Samuel Jibowu. There's going to be our LinkedIn coach. There's going to be our paid ad coach. There's going to be our branding coach. So everybody get ready for the ride of your life with this cohorts. Okay, so someone says, Sunday, I have my graphic designer can teach you. All right, so that's a good place. First of all, look at the graphics and then go from there. Okay, Santa says, please, I'm typing. Okay, we're waiting for Santa. When is the cohort starting? The cohort is starting on the 4th of August. That is exactly in 2 weeks. We start in 2 weeks. When is payment ending? Payment is ending on the 2nd of August. On the 3rd of August, I want to have a meeting with all of you before we start. Okay, so 2nd of August, we're not taking any payments anymore. All right. We cannot take payments after 2nd of August. Yes, there's a deadline, 2nd of August. Can you use your own page on your portfolio? Yes, you can. That's a lot of work, even if it's your own page. How can we pay for the events? You're paying for the course, okay? The event is not going to be a paid event. It's a free event. We're not doing a different, we're not asking you to pay. So if you want to pay for that is the link on the screen. So click on it, it takes you right there. There's also the website. I know some people are just seeing me for the very first time. So the website is www.businessofsocialmedia.org. Businessofsocialmedia.org. All right. When is the next cohort? There's no next cohort this year. I'm coming from the United States to have this with you guys, to just share with the community. I have a couple of speaking engagements in Nigeria. So there will be no next cohort this year. What is taking me back to the States is going to take my time for the rest of the year. I've not even entered that season, but I know what's happening. There will be no next cohort until next year. Okay. So if you're not coming to this cohort, you have to wait till February. Princess Opute, I see you. If you're not coming to this cohort, you have to wait till February. First cohort is always in February. Yes, you can. Just a reminder to drop the webinar link. Thank you, Jennifer, for reminding me. So everybody that came live, please be sure you are in the WhatsApp channel, okay? And read your emails. I sent some of these links to the emails. I'm going to be giving you a link to a strategy document where you can track and use to ask for an increase in your salary next time. All right, so I think I've done justice to all of this. www.businessofsocialmedia.org. Oh, I see the problem. I put a comma instead of a dot. All right, please somebody help me retype that and we can retire for the night. I'll just pin it right there. Okay, I think I'm done with all the comments. Another payment has just come in. Okay, all right, I see you guys. Okay. This person subscribed to my YouTube channel and paid at the same time. Please subscribe to the channel. Videos come, you can watch as they come. The next cohort is going to be in February. Next cohort is going to be in February of 2025. Yes, you can pay 2 times. Yes, you can pay twice. You pay 25,000 now, you pay 25,000 later. We have transfer charges, but if you're joining from this webinar, send me a DM on Instagram, the Nancy Nwosu. I will sort you out. But tell me that you came from this webinar, because if you go on the website, you're not going to see 25. Will there be a recorded class? Yes, please. All the classes are recorded. If you just go to the website, you can see that as well. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions anybody would have? Does anybody have any questions from the class today? Something you want me to address for you? Michael said, thank God I have paid. Imagine waiting till next year. Honestly speaking, I'm glad. Everybody that's coming to this cohort, you're going to get an overdose. You're really going to get an overdose, because we're not back here until February. We're not doing bottom this year until February, okay? It's going to give us ample time, because we want to restructure a lot of things. And we're doing a lot of partnerships as well. All right, guys. So I think that's about it. So I have gone through the comments and I see no new questions. So thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for coming. And I know that you got a lot of value. This replay is going to be up for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, I'll take it down. Okay. You're going to get a mail that says it's available. It's going to be public for 24 hours. So first of all, subscribe to the channel before you leave, so that when you come back, you will see it, because it was not listed. When you come back, you can see it. All right. So subscribe, and I'll leave it for 24 hours. Tomorrow at exactly this time, I'm going to take it down. Okay. That is how I reward people who show up live. So take care. I hope to catch you on Instagram. Thank you, Sunday. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye.